Alright, I think we're doing this shit. Can anyone hear me? How are we going for audio and video? Joseph L.
Alright, I think we're doing this shit. Can anyone hear me? How
Great
are we going for audio and video?
You know about as much shit as I do about Seagal's characters. Well, not quite, but it's a respectable level.
Alright, I think we're doing this shit.
Zig, how are you?
Can anyone hear me?
How's the video? Can you all see my fat head?
And video.
You know about as much shit as I do about... Oh, got my own shit playing in the background. Can y'all see and hear the fat head? Alright, Samantha, how are you? Scotty, you're onto a winner there, mate. Well done. Anyone who's willing to listen to this kind of shit is a keeper, mate. That's for sure. Sensei salmon chest. I don't even know. Thank you, Mum, that I was alive in a time. Yeah, that's right. That's right, Palace. Thank you, Mother. Welcome all. Thank you all for coming. Those of you that are here. Oh, someone's messaging me on Patreon. Not I said the comment guy. That's better. Hey, good morning. Good morning, Funky Monk. How are you, my man? Bing, bang, boom. Bing, bang, boom. That's a winner. What's happening, legends? So tonight I thought we'd go in a different kind of style. I usually drag on for about 4 hours. Yeah, you got balls. Thank you for noticing that, Grave Reader. Yeah, I normally go on for about 4 hours. So I think I was talking to Joker Lucasen, who again is going to be my the Cardinal of Cookies, let's call it. He's a champion who really wants to help out, and he really loves the channel and everything we're about here. So that guy's honestly a legend. We're talking on WhatsApp now, so our Seagalian relationship is blossoming. You can, but we're gonna watch a couple of new videos. We're gonna watch a new Lawman, which some of the members may have seen already. We're gonna watch a new compilation clip I've done, out of context, and then we're gonna read a bit of Seagal's book. So anyway, Joker and I were talking about. He was telling me that we'll probably keep it to a couple of hours minimum. It usually goes for 4 hours because I get pretty drunk along the way and just ramble on. It loses a bit of structure, but Big Papa Tarantula Tits. You know what, Super Leroy? Big Papa Tarantula Tits is pretty one of the most popular ones that I've come up with, it seems. People seem to like that. Jens, how are you, my friend? Sliding in sideways. So yeah, the plan is to... man, I get sidetracked by the chat too easily. I love it. I mean, that's the whole point of this. The whole point of this shit, it's not really to have a structure. It's just to engage with you guys, have a chat. It's the once a week that I drink. I mean, I smoke every day, but it's a once a week that I drink with y'all. And yeah, obviously we watch a few videos together, but this is not some professional programming show. Eventually we might get there to the to an official Church of Seagalism kind of structured like Scientology kind of way. But for now, just a dude doing some shit, hanging out with some mates who are just as crazy as me. So yeah, we're going to start off with Lawman. It's a new episode of Big Papa doing his thing. Now, again, I don't know where Jefferson Parish is. I think it's in somewhere where I'm guessing there's a lot of black folk. But, I mean, a lot of the harassment seems to be... I don't see a lot of white people getting harassed. Maybe there's just a small congregation and maybe they don't commit as much crimes. I don't know. But there just doesn't seem to be a lot of white or Hispanic or any other nationality getting harassed in Seagal's videos. Maybe it is what it is. I don't know. But yeah, in Lawman, he loves to... Mate, I tell you what, I don't want to be that dude, and I seem like I'm always whinging about some shit. But if you look at these, how annoying these guys are, I uploaded Lawman, right? The episode about him being an all-black band. It got copyright flagged when I released it for members. It is what it is. How are you, Kat? Good to see you. Jan, good to see you as well. And then I released a version for everyone. It's fine, I got 12,000 views. That's awesome. Going along great guns. And then I get hit with copyright. And I've appealed it. And this is what I get copyright hit for. It's an 8-second sequence, right? I'll show you. Maybe I won't. I don't know if it's going to work or not. Shit's slow as shit. It's like an 8-second sequance. Anyway. Hey, I don't want to play it all. They'll probably sting me for it again. But that's what I got done for. Richie I've done a couple of times, and Richie also got copyright struck. Richie got copyright struck for an 11-second sequence where I'm talking over the whole goddamn thing, and and literally I've chopped and edited it.
Big Papa dispatches of these goons as you'd expect, and it's pretty badass. The action scenes were simpler back then. He assaults every stuntman on scene before giving this guy some life advice.
I got done for that. That's what I got done for, and I'm waiting to see. I've appealed it, and I'm waiting to see if they're going to take all the money for it, basically. Copyright and ad suitability. They're seeing whether or not it's suitable for ads. I managed to get past the copyright on the 4th try here. And I'm waiting for it to see if the suitability be under. So this is the shit I got. Not that you guys give a shit, but it is what it is. So this is anyway. What am I whinging about? It's not like I have to go into an office and get annoyed by a boss who's busting my balls. YouTube is my boss, and they are ball busting. I don't have to talk to anyone, but fuck, they're annoying as shit. Like if I don't want to say their name because they might blackball me, but if this platform was a person, I mean, fuck, there'd be one annoying piece of shit. I tell you what. I do need a Paul Scotty, I do. But yeah, they're trying to hold back Richie. I mean, Richie was doing well, man. Richie had 13,000 views, and then he got blackballed. I appealed, and my dispute got rejected. He got blackballed. Richie got blackballed, and then I released again, and that's probably going to get rejected. I'm going to probably have to release it. I mean, it's just anyway. It is what it is. Shit happens. They suck balls. Yeah, it's basically I get part. You know, it gets held as they decide whether or not they want to keep the copyright. But anyway, they suck balls. Enough of that whinging shit. It is what it is. Who am I kidding? You know, we all got problems to deal with, and this is not a big deal. So let's get into it anyway. How are y'all going on Mother's Day, by the way, before we get started? How are y'all doing? Everyone all right out there? Everyone got their drinks? Everyone said hello to Mama Seagals? Richie was found. He was found, but we never find out why he did Bobby Lupo. Well, we did, but I didn't really give a shit. That's the thing, Kelly. I think he did him because they were fornicating with the same young lady, but I'm not entirely sure. I feel like that's a weak reason by Candy. Yeah, the nose candy. So he was roaring, much like Seagal. Kristen Frost, how are you doing? Good to see you here. Lucy, there's a lot of female names going on. I like it. All right, so anyway, we're gonna get into the latest Lawman, and when we get to the out of context Seagal clips, which is literally just a compilation of Seagal clips, because again, a flex. I've got the biggest Seagal digital library available. Sistema. It's funny you mentioned that, Funky. I found another video clip about Sistema. I'll play it later. It's going to be part of a bigger bullshito video, but I'll play it for you later so you can see. It's quite interesting. Nope. How do we say that? Nope or Nope? How are you, my friend? Humongous, what's happening, brother? Good to see you here. An OG. That's it, ladies, represent. It is Mother's Day as well, so, you know, without you ladies, there would be no Seagal. There would be no Seagalism, and there would be no Seagalians. That is just a fact. All right, let's get into. Are we all ready for Lawman? I'll show you the thumbnail, by the way, if you're all interested in the thumbnail for this. I mean, you've probably seen it on the clip, but the thumbnail is where is it? Let's see if I can find it. The thumbnail is fuck. Where are we? That's the thumbnail. I mean, it might be a bit extreme, perhaps. It might be a bit extreme, but you know, it's kind of on point. It's not a big stretch, if we're being honest. Nearly, good to see you, my friend. None of your biz. What's going on? Some random nobody. I like that. Jesus, Jose Taco, respect and Paul. I like it. Anyone who respects Paul is worthy of respect themselves. Stop work, push play. Good point.
For some reason, at the start of every episode, the first thing they show is this. Now let's have a quick read. For 20 years, Steven Seagal has been a deputy in the Jefferson Parish Sheriff's Office.
I make a living in the movies, but for the past 20 years, I've also been a cop.
A job he's kept out of the limelight. Until now. Why? Because he finally felt the world should know, not because he was becoming irrelevant in movies and in Hollywood.
Quickly! Quickly!
This program shows real people being arrested by real police officers. Yeah, the real police officers that constantly ask Seagal what to do.
Alright, what about K9? You want to start K9 in there?
Yes, brother. All good.
They are presumed innocent until proven guilty. Just for the record, most of the people on this show are released. They're basically arrested because content is needed for this show.
Okay, so I gotta stop there. Again, I'm trying not to interrupt too much and let you guys watch some shit. But we've got to talk about some of this shit. Yeah, I mean that's the whole point of this. If we're here to worship this man, we're going to talk about this shit. So back to the start. We're at 1 minute 10 seconds in. This shit here, I've seen it, but I've never really stopped and highlighted this shit, right? For 20 years, he's been a deputy. I mean, he says it all the time, 20 years, blah, 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 blah. But he kept it out of the limelight. I mean, it's literally, he's got a whole show about it, so I don't know what that's about. Kev, how are you, my friend? Big Sam, good to see you. Yeah, he's not hiding shit. I don't know what they're talking about. They're trying to sound like cops or those kind of shows like The First 48 Hours, where they'll talk about real people, real cases, real police officers. But these guys they're just schmucks. Mark, how are you, my friend? It's not the same. I'm not trying to insult them because, they're still police officers doing their job and it's risky and all that kind of bullshit. But, I mean, let's be real. But yeah. And then after we get past that, literally the first scene is some bloke who's been arrested, and we'll get to the details of that gentleman's arrest later, which is interesting. He literally says, he didn't realize it was Steven Seagal that he initially encountered, and then he wants to shake his hand, and they have to make a point of putting that as the first clip from this episode is that. Bless this show. I wonder whose idea was this? Do you reckon it was his idea, or do you reckon someone else, like the TV show or the video, the fucking channel came to him and said, "Hey, Steven Seagal, you know what? You haven't made a good movie in about 15 years, but we should make a show about you being a police officer. That would be awesome." I don't know. Just a thought. Lucy, yes. So what happened was they raided someone's house. Again, for theatrical purposes because of the TV show, and basically demolished a puppy, allegedly demolished a puppy, and they confiscated like 130 chickens that they allege were part of a cockfighting ring, but were probably just chickens for eggs, and they all got euthanized. So there was a lot of destruction that day because Big Papa had to do filming. Let's just put it that way. You know what it is. It's Seagal.
Now. Why? Because he finally felt the world should know, not because he was becoming irrelevant in movies and in Hollywood.
Quickly! Quickly!
This program shows real people being arrested.
We'll skip past that. We'll skip past to the African American gentleman. Everyone loves a fart. There's not one person who doesn't love the fart. There might be people who don't like how frequently I use the fart, but everyone loves the fart, by the way.
The very first thing, and I mean the very first thing they show in episode 5 is this.
That's Steven Seagal.
We know who he is.
I gotta shake this man's hand or something.
Big Daddy Burger Sauce makes it clear that they plan on harassing as many black people as possible tonight. It's on.
I sure wish you would tell me the guy's name.
No shit, Sherlock.
I mean, I have to stop there. He literally says, when you have a situation where one person is threatening another person with a gun, it's a dangerous situation. Really? Really? So when one person's threatening another person with a gun, I never knew that. It's good to know.
Daddy Buffalo Wings takes a moment to remind this triple chin turtle over here that he knew there was a gun around. He could feel it in his loins.
And I knew the gun was in the car. I kept saying, "Where's the gun? Where's the gun?" Do the kick, do the kick. Where's the gun, where's the gun?
Before once again harping on about some bullshit about keeping the streets safe.
Got one more.
What's going on, Doc Coonan? How are ya? Alright, I'm hoping I get a bit of love for that do the kick, where's the gun little edit. But, he has to actually tell that guy, who does look like a turtle, by the way. That guy looks like a turtle. I'm not being... He looks like a bit of a turtle, this guy, right? Can we agree on the fact that this guy looks a bit like a turtle? Hold on one sec. I'm about to put the cursor on. That's better. Alright. Can we agree that this guy looks like a turtle? Because I think he does. He has to sit there and tell the guy how he just knew. He could just sense it, yeah? Like he could just sense that it was happening.
And I knew the gun was in the car. I kept saying, where's the gun, where's the gun? Do the kick, do the kick. Where's the gun, where's the gun?
Before once again harping on about some bullshit about keeping the streets safe.
Got one more gun off the street, and the people who are being threatened are safe for the moment.
Bing, bang, boom.
The crew.
So this whole show, honestly, I'm going to sum this. I mean, I used to watch Cops, and I used to watch the first 48 hours, and they'd go to all sorts of different cases where there was domestic violence, and it was drunken disorderly, or people with it. And every now and again, these guys do some shit. But for the most part, they just go and harass people, find some bullshit reason to arrest them, which is probably what cops do for the most part anyway, if I'm being honest, in Australia anyway, allegedly. From my experience, allegedly. And then they let them go. I mean, you know, they harass them and they eventually get off. They drive around, they make mountains out of molehills for the sake of the camera. And that's pretty much it. That's pretty much the whole show. That's what it's about. And they spend unnecessary resources on bullshit that is not even worth the effort. That is Lawman summed up in a nutshell.
Rolling up on a shooting victim.
Safe for the moment.
Bing, bang.
That's also what I was going to say. They just keep harping on about safety and shit as if having 8 cars roll up to a crime scene with 10 stooges who, honestly, shouldn't even be security guards, let alone police officers. What the fuck's going on in Jefferson Parish? That these Muppets are police officers. Is that the level of law enforcement that we have? I mean, I can't say Australia's any better, but this is you'll see when you get to see these Muppets more and more. Well, as we go along, you'll see the finest that Jefferson Parish has to offer. Allegedly, if I say allegedly, I feel like no one can get upset about anything. Allegedly,
The crew are rolling up on a shooting victim.
Oh, it's bad news.
Big Papa concerned that the victim might not be black and might be a white guy, and shows genuine concern when arriving on the scene. Luckily, Big Papa Puffy Nips was on the scene to ramble on and keep talking shit.
Listen to me, can you feel your feet? I sure wish you would tell me the guy's name.
Big Daddy Braised Beef pulls a face that appears as though he's fighting whilst daydreaming about having a wank. That's the best way I'd describe it.
Oh, well, okay.
Big Papa Passion Fruit.
the thing about these is, right, I've got to stay within like an 8 yeah, everyone loves Vladimir Putin. There's an 8 second like frame I can stay within without getting copyright struck. Realistically 7. We discussed it last week. So a lot of the time, I wish I could give you guys the full clips of what's being said and stuff, but I have to kind of either speed it up or, you know, kind of abbreviate it because, man, these copyright mofos, they're really fucking annoying. Like, I'm paraphrasing when I say really fucking annoying, but yeah, it's I wish I could show you more of the footage of the actual Lawman, which I obtained legally, obviously. That goes without saying.
Reminding these actual police officers how dangerous his day can be, and this guy looks appropriately disgusted, and which leads us to Sensei Headshot taking everyone to the shooting range where
I'm trying to pass out some of the secrets that have made me a master shooter.
And then scolds these punks who must have forgotten just how valuable his time is and is not to be wasted.
Get out the car!
They
He said that to them, right? He literally said, get out the car. He said that to the policeman. So he, again, a dude who, again, I'm not saying that policemen are the best shots with a gun. It doesn't necessarily mean that. I mean, given the caliber of officers I've seen on this show, I can't imagine what their proficiency with a gun is or their ability to use a firearm under pressure or not under pressure, which makes a big difference. But he very well could be better than them. But just the way he talks to them, like if I was a policeman and I had some douchebag from movies, some legendary douchebag, obviously, that we love. But if we had some bloke who just came in and started telling me how to shoot, and I was a police officer, I would honestly be like, what the fuck is going on? What are we doing here?
Use a high-tech simulator that looks like it's from the 1980s to simulate real-life events. What's the takeaway from all this? Big Daddy Alpha Dog is the top dog and swings that hog around to let everyone know. And they diffuse the situation accordingly. Unfortunately for the officers, they weren't able to snatch this guy's birthday.
We'll go back to that in a minute, though. But basically, how are you? Who said hi before? I missed it. Mark, how are you, my friend? Basically, if he's homeless street children, his own breast milk in Tanzania. He does, definitely. This dude here does a burnout, yeah, which every kid does. Now, I know the police will probably stop you if you do a burnout, for the most part. So you just got to be unlucky. But he tells them he has a gun, and I get it. Like, I mean, I'm guessing in America especially, it doesn't happen that much in Australia, because we don't have guns, because our government disarmed us a long time ago. But I'm guessing that in America, there have been a lot of incidents where police officers will be encountered, or confronted, with individuals with guns. But this guy literally told him he has a gun. He didn't really look overly aggressive, and again, could just be an illusion. And they rip him out of the car and dump him on the ground. And you'll see what happens afterwards.
But they were able to tackle him and harass him for a little bit, sell potential black guy or donuts, and pulled him over because they need this shit to fill the show. The situation accordingly. Unfortunately for the officers, they weren't able to snatch this guy's birthday, but they were able to tackle him and harass him for a little bit, so it's not a total loss.
We worked on a lot of stuff.
Sensei Spider Sense kicked in, and luckily for everyone, they were able to end it without anybody getting hurt, except for this old bloke's kidney.
I think I f***ed my kidney up.
And then Sensei Good Samaritan offers his mate a remedy to fix his ailments.
I'll give you some good medicine tonight.
Now, do we think that medicine is?
Sorry, we'll just go back a little bit before. Oh, there is a little quiz here. Again, I like to jump in a little quiz. But some of you making points, we do need guns. I mean, at least to be able to defend yourself. But yeah, I get the safety, I get it all. But they literally just this kid. Yeah, in my opinion, they could have been a bit smarter about it. There's about 14 of them there as well on the scene every time.
A total loss.
We worked on a lot of stuff.
Sensei Spider Sense kicked in, and luckily for everyone, they were able to end it without anybody getting hurt, except for this old bloke's kidney.
I think I f***ed my kidney up.
And then Sensei Good Samaritan offers his mate a remedy to fix his ailments.
I'll give you some good medicine tonight.
Now, do we think that medicine is A, some drugs, B, some women, C, some drugs and some women, D, cookies and birthday snatching, or E, letting Seagal play with his nipples? Please leave your answer in the comments. I'd love to know.
Damn it, I never realised I put a comma instead of a full stop on the E. That's annoying. See, sometimes you miss things in editing. What are we thinking? He literally said to the guy, I'll give you some medicine tonight. Just in case you thought I was making that up. He actually said that.
Some good medicine tonight.
Without anybody getting hurt, except for this old bloke's kidney.
I think I f***ed my kidney up.
And then Sensei Good Samaritan offers his mate a remedy to fix his ailments.
I'll give you some good medicine tonight.
I mean, who says that shit? I'll give you some good medicine tonight. That's the kind of shit you might say to a woman, or a woman might say to you if it's trying to seduce you. You know what I mean? Like if it's a proposal, some sort of, innuendo. Let's call it. Like a. But who says that to another grown man? I'll give you some medicine tonight. It's just humongous ground deer penis, mate. Ground deer penis. Get it right.
Now, do we think that medicine is A, some drugs, B, some women, C, some drugs and...
Joker, good to see you, mate. We spoke about you earlier. The Cardinal of Cookies is here. How are you, mate? At the start of the podcast, the live, I actually told people that soon you'll be coming on board as the Cardinal. You're doing some legendary stuff, helping behind the scenes, mate. Greatly appreciated.
Some women. D.
See, JL, Joker, he's taking the night off tonight, even though he's a diehard Seagalian. Mama Seagal comes first in his family, and that's shows a sign of a good man. He's got commitments, and he's doing it.
Cookies and birthday snatching? Or E, letting Seagal play with his nipples? Please leave your answer in the comments. I'd love to know. The official answer will come at the end of this episode.
Bullshit, motherfucker!
This
Yeah, there's no official answer because obviously there's no official question. It's just bullshit. But yeah, Germo, how are you, my friend?
enlightened and aware young lad had the lucky honour of being touched by an angel, nay, a real god today, and he realises it.
Wait, oh man, that's Steven Seagal. That's Steven Seagal. We know who he is.
I mean, literally, he was touched by Big Daddy. Almost fall on another, and of course, he was mobbed by a group of people who wanted his autograph.
Wait, oh man, that's Steven Seagal. That's Steven Seagal. We know who he is.
Hey man, Steven Seagal here. He's a movie star.
Do you think the streets are safer because of Big Papa? What would you do if he arrived on scene if you called the cops?
Why do you support Vladimir Putin?
That is a question, right? What would you do? Sorry, my bad.
For some reason.
Oh. That's annoying.
By comparison, everyone is a...
Of course.
I mean, look at these Muppets. They look... It was...
I thought we were up to, but anyway. What would you do? That's quite annoying. I had it, and then it fucking fucked me. So that shit, damn it. I had like the perfect setup going on, size-wise, and then I fucked it by using the fat fingers. Nah, Mr. Quaster Hopper. Alright. I don't know, I think I'm going to say quarter. Thank you for your missionary. I appreciate the love, brother. You're a legend, mate. You're too good. Thank you very much. The community here is awesome. You guys are all legend. That's why I call you legendary lunatics. Cliff Gray, good to see you, my man. Thanks for coming, man. Good to see you, bro. Vladimir Putin. I forgot what I was saying now.
We know who he is.
His mates, but it might could be if you called the cops.
Star.
That's right. That's what I was saying. Sorry, I got sidetracked. If you're in your hometown and you called the police, right, and Steven Seagal turned up, what would you think, honestly? Now, I know that most of us, obviously, would love it if he turned up. If Seagal turned up at my door, I'd cream my jocks, obviously. That's me. But, beyond us, what do you think people would think if they called the actual police because they were in an emergency and this guy turned up, this fella here, putting aside our obvious emotional connection to the big man and our love and worship for him, if you were someone who wasn't as wasn't as so attached to Steven Seagal, what would you think? Honestly, I mean, it's like calling the police and fucking, I don't know, who would you want? Who would be a funny person to turn up now? Yeah, exactly, Miser. That's what I mean. Like, who could we say now? Really, that's kind of, I never know, honestly. But yeah, that it's a comedy show. That's what I'm saying. Like, it'd be very strange. And these people, like, he literally turns up to crime scenes.
Do you think the streets are safer because of Big Papa? What would you do if he arrived on scene if you called the cops? Would you be happy or upset? I wish you were still making the show.
Oh, we're getting there, Big Sam. Don't worry, we're getting there.
The world really needs you right now, Big Papa.
But it might could be an illusion.
Until the next video, my friends, practice safe gun control. Be wary if you're a black man around Seagal and his mates. But above all, stay awesome. Peace, legends.
When I'm sailing away, sunshine in the sky, and I'm free, and I close my eyes.
By the way, the amount of people who comment on this lady dancing is fucking hilarious. It is absolute. I actually get just as many comments about her that I do about my actual videos. But yeah, it is absolutely hilarious. Honestly, I'm gonna have to track her down one day. I'm just gonna have to track her down and tell her how famous she is, if she's still around. She needs to know how awesome she is. Dino, how are you, my friend? What's happening down in Melbourne? How's the weather down there? I heard it was quite warm yesterday. Yeah, Bastian, everyone wants to know who she is. Yeah, good call, Mark. It looks very Aikido like your actions, doesn't it? Electric fish woman. Alright, now, we're gonna. Some of you may or may not have known that Big Vlad got into power again in Russia. Now, regardless of where you sit about the whole political shit, I don't really give a shit because it's not the channel for that. This is just about having shits and giggles. But the big man himself was there to support his mate Big Vlad. Some of you may have seen the footage, but let's have a quick squeeze.
Why do you support Vladimir Putin, Mr. Seagal?
I can't answer questions that stupid. Yeah, sorry.
Why is it a stupid question? It's just an open question.
I think it's pretty stupid, and I think you know the answer.
But others were.
So basically, this dude. Oh shit! I lost the. Oh damn it! Why is the chat small now? 1 second, lads. Sorry, team. We're gonna have to fucking. Oh, that's annoying. All right. I don't know why it changes size when I press play, but so I don't know if you all realize, but this guy asked Seagal why he supports Vladimir Putin, and Putin said, and Seagal said he doesn't answer stupid questions. He knows why that's a stupid question.
Why do you support Vladimir Putin, Mr. Seagal?
I can't answer questions that stupid. Yeah, sorry.
Why is it a stupid question? It's just an open question.
I think it's pretty stupid, and I think you know the answer.
Now, I like Seagal's balls right there to say it to that guy's face. I mean, that guy looks like Stephen Merchant, who most of you probably won't know, but he was a co-creator of The Office. But I like how he says it to that guy's face. I don't answer stupid questions like that. That's some genius. Honestly, it's balls. He just literally tells the guy, I don't answer stupid shit. Now, a fair point. He asked, why does he support Putin? Putin's his friend. He must agree with some of what Putin does. Again, I'm not going to get political in this shit, but everyone's got their reasons. Some people support Trump, some people support Biden, some people support Putin, some people support fucking, I don't know, whoever the dickheads there are out there. You know, ask me, they're all knobs who don't give a shit about any of us, but that's a whole different argument. But he's friends with the big P. I mean, it is what it is. Get over it, Twiggy, with four-eyed Twiggy. Coming from Four Eyes myself, I can say that to him.
The greatest world leader.
Now here, why does it keep changing the fucking size, man? It's annoying. Now here, by the way, Vlad rocks the 18-year-olds. Here he basically says straight out, he's the greatest leader in the world. Like he's not even, he's literally getting on his knees right now, and he's massaging the shit out of it. Let's just listen to this.
He's the greatest world leader. He's the greatest.
What do you think the future will be like?
With President Putin, it will be the best.
What do you tell Americans about Putin right now? I'm his fifth term.
I'm very looking forward to it.
I just said he's the greatest.
So basically, he's literally just saying he's the greatest world leader, right? He's looking forward to a future with him in charge, and Americans, some bullshit. What do you say about Americans? Something about Americans.
I'm his fifth term.
I'm very looking forward to it.
Yeah, so what he said to Americans about his next term. He's very looking forward to it. That's coming from an English as a native language kind of bloke. He's very looking forward to it, and he's excited, and he's creaming his jocks. That's where he's at. Yeah, I mean, you know, again, I'm not having a go at him for being friends with Putin. I mean, they're all toss bags if you ask me. But yeah, that hair piece is delicious. I don't know if you guys saw we'll go back and have a look at if we can get. Yeah, look at that. I mean, it's got a watermark on it. But I don't even know what's going on with this. Is the previous one better?
Why do you support Vladimir Putin, Mr. Seagal?
I mean, that's a side view of it. So you've got thinning sideburns, which I guess can be common. This thing here, and then look at that. I mean, you can actually see here, all right? If you look at here, have a look at where my mouse. Can you guys? You can see my mouse. Yeah, y'all can see my mouse. Look at this. You can't tell me that y'all. Can I zoom in? How do I zoom in on fucking VLC media player? Don't know how to. Check this shit. Check this shit. There's like something happening here, and then there's some. Y'all know. Okay, I'm not. unedited shit. This is raw, unedited. I'll go forward a bit. Go back. Stop. Something's happening here, and then there's some Count Dracula shit going on here. I mean,
Of course, it's that stupid.
you can't see it from the front, right? Because it blends in. It's just deceptive to the eye.
Why is it a
Look, boom, boom, boom. What are we doing here? That's not one line. It's, you know what I'm saying? It's not how hair works. I'm bald, so I don't know. Y'all tell me. People who have hair, you tell me. I don't have hair. I started shaving my shit a long time ago. I'm hairy everywhere else. But what's going on here?
question? It's just an open question.
What are we doing with this? What's this all about, people? All you people with hair, what are we doing? This can't be normal, yeah? Sensei could stab with his hairline. Yeah, it's quality. Alright, I'm gonna... yeah, it is quality. It's a cheer pet mark. It's interesting. I mean, to say the very least. I mean, look at it.
I think it's.
No matter where I stop it, there's always
And I think you know
some sort of discrepancy going on between.
the answer.
Even here, what's that? Like, what are we doing here?
But others,
Let's see if we can see anything in the second one. See here. I don't know. This footage here's got a watermark and its quality's poor. All right, hold on. Damn you! It always, every time I play it, why doesn't it stay the same size? Control plus. What does that mean? What's Control plus doing, bro? Control plus is not doing shit. Control plus ain't doing shit, Bastian. Alright, hold on one sec. Let's go back a little bit. Alright, there. Again, there's something going on here. See how we go down then up? And then, I don't know, all this shit here, and then there's a bit of some weird rat's tail going on, but... you must have a share in Sharpie pens. You're not wrong, Cliff. Hey, actually, you know what? Doc Coonan, you talk about Rogaine, right? So you know there's a company called Keeps? I messaged Keeps, and I said to them, hey Keeps, you interested in doing some kind of special? Let's do it. And no, nothing. And I said to him literally, like, Keeps would be the perfect conversation for this, perfect sponsor for this channel, given who our master is, Sensei Seagal. It's absolutely spot on. And still nothing. They didn't respond to me. Tell me Keeps. I think Keeps is that hair people, right? I thought that would be the perfect spot. Like, we should be literally working hand in hand together, given our connection. But no, nothing.
what do you think the future will be like?
With
Control plus rolling in my wheel. Oh, man, that's too many shit going on, man. There's too much shit. Anyway, doesn't matter. Can we all not see his hair is awesome? That's what we're looking at, is that his hair is awesome. That's what we're trying to get at. Yeah? That's essentially what we're trying to get at. Alright. Now, we're going to go into... Now, we're going to get into... Hold on, I've got to align this properly. Hold on.
I'm Steven Seagal.
Alright, so now... Alright, I'm going to go to the laboratory while I let this play. And then we're going to come and have a bit of a slowdown. I've got two versions. I've got one with I'll play the one without a watermark. Is that watermark annoying? Because... I don't know, someone told me to put a watermark on some shit, right? When I do, like, clip stuff. But I don't understand why. It's unnecessary. Hold on a sec. I'm going to get rid of that. I don't like it. Oh yeah. This is just for fun, by the way.
Hey, why don't you guys speak English?
He actually said that in a movie.
Hey, why don't you guys speak English?
Fucking racist to go. Doc, no, I'm not in Australia at the moment. I'm in Thailand. Alright, where am I? Alright. I'm going to go for a quick laboratory break. I'm going to play this bad boy for y'all in the meantime. The 69 Spartan, the 69. We're getting there, mate. We're going to cover all the movies eventually, but there's just, you know, slowly. Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to play this while I have a bit of a urinary break, and then I'll catch up on the chat. This is, by the way, I should actually give some context to what the fuck I'm doing here, yeah? This is some out of context, just a bunch of compilation of Seagal saying some shit, right? I've seen a lot of out of context stuff on different channels and stuff about different people. I thought I'd give it a crack. So I want to know what you guys think about. This is literally just a collection of Seagal random shit. Part 1. And I could make about 80 of these, yeah? So let me know what you think while I go to the toilet.
My heartfelt prayers are going out to all of you.
Huge campaign on a secret, very top secret level was mounted. 50 people were paid to say all kinds of things about me to destroy me. I'm not going to put up with that.
Something, are you in the mood for a dance?
Hi, I'm Jack. I'm a big fan of yours.
Nice to meet you.
Very nice to meet you. I was staying in the hotel as well. Yeah, a huge fan of your work.
What
What do you think? From now on, you're my brother.
I'm a Russian Mongol, and I'm Russian. My father was a Russian Mongol, so these people are Russian Mongols.
Huh? Yeah.
And many people probably think I'm an idiot that, you know, doesn't know anything, so...
I still love my country, and I'm still an honorable man.
Vladimir Putin.
You've been very much caught up in all the allegations of sexual harassment. You had a rape allegation against you, and I wonder how you deal with all that. Hello, Steven Seagal.
And you know that I know that this is all a result of you fucking me.
Yo, fuck nuts!
I'm deeply hurt. Your words deeply hurt me. I think that, you know, we have a really unfortunate situation in the sense that I've got a lot of money.
Is that important?
Yeah, Travis.
Well, there you have it. Oh.
Could you get it for me?
I'll probably pass on that at the moment.
What if I give you something?
It's all this stuff. That's what it is. It's just that
Anybody seen Richie? Huh?
I should tell the guys, and they say, well, can we come as hard as we can? I'd say, yeah, you go as hard as you can, but keep in mind, the harder you come, the harder he's coming back. Yeah.
Let me tack up.
Even though he was democratically elected, there are so many people out there who don't feel that that's the case.
I love the fuck out of cookies.
But there are an awful lot of people who say that that's not true. I don't know why you people think that money can replace a life.
There are no words to describe what it's like when you're an innocent man in prison.
The guy is a pathological liar.
Quickly! Quickly!
And we have just, you know, a ton of enemies within. We have these, you know...
Now, I have to stop it there because I want to see if anyone picks up on what I did there. Now, I did it on purpose because if you look at what he says leading up to my edits, he says a certain letter, right? Just have a quick watch.
Within, we have these, you know...
Now, that was just for humorous purposes, but him saying and then obviously I don't have any clips of Seagal saying the N-word, but I feel like that's, you know, that would have been a good one. I should have got like Randy from South Park when the Wheel of Fortune comes up with the naggers. N-A-G-G-E-R-S. I'm saying YouTube. Naggers. Is it someone who nags you? I should have got that clip, but yeah. Just one more time, just for fun.
I know that you're a Zen master.
Of these, you know,
I know that you're a Zen master. What is the essence of Zen?
Sorry, someone asked me how long I plan on streaming for. The plan is to do 2-hour streams. We'll go hard. We'll go hot. If anyone wants to ask some questions towards the end, that's fine. We'll go hot and heavy, in the words of Elaine from Seinfeld. So I'll be finishing up at 1 o'clock. Because I figure what generally happens is I drift off towards the end because I'm off my face. And everyone probably loses interest. And, you know, I'm probably not making much sense. So we'll have 2 hours of some actual useful shit. And then, you know, if you guys want to chat a little bit at the end, we can do that. But, yeah, 1 o'clock my time. So 51 minutes, let's call it. Roughly around that would be the finish time. But yeah, anyway, we're about halfway through, not even. So I can make 80 of these. What do you guys think about this compilation? Is it all right? Just because the whole point was just to do random, out of context shit with Seagal. And I'm hoping that, you know, I've seen all of these clips a million times. Some of you guys have seen these clips many times as well, right? But someone who may not have, to watch these together, they might just think, what the hell is going on with this guy? Obviously, we know about Big Papa, right? And that's why we love him. Like, we know how strange he is as a person. But can you imagine if someone didn't know who he was and they watched clips of somebody behaving in this way? What do you think they would think? Bastian, yes, but I can't help you out, man. I mean, unless you're in Thailand. Well, Spartan, hopefully one day Space Ice will want to do a collab, but I don't know if that's going to happen anytime soon, my friend. Yeah, I like a tuber as well. We'll have a little bit of BS time, but yeah, we'll see how we go. Well, like I said, we'll have a bit of structure and then we'll wing it afterwards. Anyway, I'll play on, but I'm planning, like I said, I did email Space Ice, and he did respond to me saying he's very busy, he doesn't know when he'll have time. But also, realistically, we've got to think logically, yeah? That guy's got like 350,000 subs. I've got 10% of what he does. There is no real benefit to him collaborating with me in terms of a growth perspective. But for me, there's a lot of obviously advantage. And I said that to him. I'll be honest with you. There's obviously more upside to me than you. But a lot of my audience loves you, and I think we have a bit of crossover, and I think it would be great. I think I do get a lot of messages from you guys saying a collaboration with him. But I guess it's got to be worthwhile for him. Maybe he doesn't like the fact that I swear a bit more and I'm a bit more risque, and that I'm not sure. But again, I love the guy. He does legendary work. Hopefully one day him and I can get together. You know, maybe we'll start a petition one day. But yeah. Nah. All good, Bastian. I want it to come organically. I want the guy to want to do it. I don't want him to feel forced into it, yeah? I actually want him to want to do a collaboration with me because he finds some kind of value in it, you know? Yeah, so we'll see how we go. I'm about to give my mum a tuition. We were getting balloons at the dollar store and hope for cheap. How dare they? You're going to give your mum the movie Attrition. Well, she will learn how to be Chinese if nothing else. So that's a good thing, Tuber.
This is my fighting pose.
Yeah.
And from here, I might do this. I've already killed you, but I have this now. Jeff, you got anything to eat for me? You prick. His wazas is a little closer to mine. We worked on a lot of stuff.
I wonder how much pussy he get. I know I'm not supposed to make jokes about your mother. I'm sorry.
I just got out of prison for something I didn't do. And before that, I used to study real hard and learn all kinds of different ways to kill motherfuckers just like you.
You know, I wasn't around Bruce much. He was the kind of guy who kind of would badmouth most.
I do have a Bastian. I do have an email, Bastian. If you go to my about section or something, there should be a contact section. I always say to you guys, if you guys just want to talk, you don't have to send me shit. But if you do have anything useful or anything that I might find interesting or useful, send it to me, obviously. But if you all just want to have a chat or just talk about some shit or just speak with someone who you don't really know but you kind of do know, feel free to send me a message. Yeah, like I'm not a fucking celebrity. I'm just some dude. There's no ego here. We're all human. So if you all want to chat, if you all feel down, and you just want to chat to someone random, feel free to send me a message or an email. A few of you have done that already, and I get back when I can. I'm not great with replies, but I do reply when I can. But yeah, feel free to do it. This is a community. It's not the bullshit that I see. This is not some kind of crappy shit where, people ask you for money, and it's just a business model. This is literally a community of people that I'm hanging out with you guys on a Sunday night. This is the one night a week that I drink is with all y'all. I don't drink any other night, only when I'm with you guys. So, cheers, by the way. But yeah, if you want to contact me in any way, you can do it on Twitter. If you go into my About section, I've got Twitter there. I've got an email there, I think. Discord. Contact anytime, my friends. Or look in the description of any of the videos. There should be some shit there. Always happy to have a chat with you, my friends.
A lot of the other martial artists and martial arts. Which one of these categories do you fall under, bruh?
Well, I'm sorry to hear that. Because now, I will snatch every motherfucker birthday.
That's probably the answer, yeah. I try not to act, I think the most important thing in acting is to not act.
I got to clean up my house after that neighbor's child came and dirtied it up, and then,
Are you like some special forces guy or something?
I'm just a cook.
So I believe in the Second Amendment, and I believe that, I hate to say this, a lot of these mass murders and all this...
Who was it that was asking about the carrot eating scene, by the way? Someone said something earlier about the carrot eating scene. Well, you had to be patient. You've got to be patient. Things will come. Things will come to those... Good things come to those who wait. Bastian, I don't have Instagram. I think I've got Instagram, but I don't use it, man. There's an email there. There's a Discord. There's a Twitter. There's 3 ways to get hold of anybody who wants to have a chat or send me anything. That's enough nowadays. I mean, how many other things are there? No one uses Facebook. Do they still? Zuckerberg's fucking taking everyone's data. Everyone's taking everyone's data and shit. But here's the carrot scene. Someone wanted the carrot scene. There it is. By the way, I got to give it out to... That wasn't me. Whoever Ruptly is. I don't know what Ruptly is. Something called Ruptly. They put the audio of the carrot in too, which is brilliant work by them.
I'm just a cook.
So I believe in the Second Amendment, and I believe that, I hate to say this, a lot of these mass murders and all this funny stuff that's going on, I believe a lot of this is engineered. When I go up to his house in the valley, Bruce Lee was there a lot. Did I know Bruce, talk to him, learn from him? Nothing like that. But I did get to see him and watch him and talk to him.
By the way, that's one of my favorite clips because he literally says at the very start that, did I know Bruce? Talk to him, learn from him being there? Nothing like that. But I did get to see him and watch him and talk to him. Ah, damn it, Spartan. So what's with this Discord link? Why do they keep expiring? That's a pain in the ass. Here's Humongous's page, by the way. Humongous420 is an old school supporter. He's got his own page too. I don't know, how do you freaking share links and shit? Again, all this shit is, you know what I'm saying? Like, nope, I don't know how to do this shit. That's annoying. Why do they expire? Do you have to keep updating it all the time? Is that what's going on? Do I have to keep updating the freaking, do I have to keep updating the goddamn Discord link every so often? Because that's really, really annoying. How do I just get an indefinite one? Anyway. Okay, question. Have you heard of Europapa, where you live? You are in Thailand? Where's Euro pop up? I've never heard of that. Carrot and the dance went huge on Twitter on Putin president party. What is the actual accent? A real way to talk. We've heard Cajun. Yeah, it's good. What is lightning? Why does he fund me? Why doesn't he fund? That's a good idea. We should get lightning bolt back. Yeah, I don't use Discord. It's just there in case something happens on YouTube, so people can, if they want to, they can find me again. Because you know, sometimes YouTube just decides to delete channels randomly for no reason. I mean, they demonetized me randomly at one stage. The whole channel, I had to submit evidence of how I make my videos. It's all very strange. They expire because you don't want everyone watching the stream later to join. It's sort of an attempt to keep it to people who want to be there. I don't understand what that means. Anyway, let's get back into the out of context. So the out of context, are we all good with the out of context? Is it alright or what? Like, does it make any sense? It's not supposed to make sense. It's just supposed to be enjoyable. Like this kind of shit where he contradicts himself. You know, so Jesse Encamp, who by the way is a nice kid. I actually like his videos. I think he's a great martial artist for what he does. I think he's a very, very innocent kid. I think there's a certain naivety that comes with that. And when you're around someone, like if I was around Big Daddy, would I be as much of a smartass as I am in these videos? I don't know. I mean, I wouldn't suck his dick, that's for sure. I mean, I wouldn't suck his ass, that's for sure. But I don't know if I'd be as brazen as I am now when he's in my face. I mean, obviously I'd ask some questions because I'd want to know the answers to them. But when he's standing there, all 6'4" of him, and he's got probably 13 security guards around him with guns, I don't know if I'd be as arrogant as I am now, like a keyboard warrior behind my keyboard. But I would ask some tough questions. Like I'd want to, like, you know, see some Aikido stuff, and I'd want to try some stuff out on him, yeah. And I imagine he'd probably go hard on me because of this channel, but it would be worth it. It would be worth it. I would take an ass whooping from him for the sake of this channel, definitely. But I don't know if he'd do it. I honestly think he must know of this channel, and I hope he embraces it, because as they say, any publicity is good publicity. You should know that, Big Papa. You should definitely know that. And even whether or not it's like, even if people watch his videos or his movies ironically because they see reviews from myself or what's that gentleman's name, Jason Brand, I think, or Space Ice, or anybody else who does it, he's still relevant to a new generation that may not have been exposed to him. So, you know, just a thought. Good job, Tuba. Good job. Yeah, interviewing the yeah, I'll tell you what, how about I start a GoFundMe page saying, I'm going to put on a GoFundMe page for like $20,000 just saying, I want to interview Steven Seagal and I like free money. Please help me. That's what people do, right? Basically. They just put out a reason, or they make up a lie. Someone's sick in my family. Should I say that I've got like a incurable disease or something? I don't know. That's the kind of shit people do, isn't it? How they sleep at night, I don't know. But maybe I'll start a GoFundMe, just ironically saying I need $50,000 to interview Steven Seagal and let him, you know, karate chop my balls. What do you reckon? How's that? 50,000 to interview Steven Seagal and let him karate chop my balls. Whew, I don't know. I'd probably do it. I'd probably do it for 50k. I mean, I'd probably, if I have to pay him 20k for the interview, or 20k. 50k for the interview and get a free chop to the balls, I better hope that video goes viral. Because that's going to be, he's going to chop the shit out of my nuts. So that video has got to go viral. That's good to hear, Tuba. She finally loves you because you've accepted Seagalian, right? Seagalism. Well done. I don't know, yeah, again, good idea. Contemporary, was it? Contemporary humans, good idea. But, yeah, I don't know. Better to burn out than fade away.
Steven Seagal just threw me into a pond.
Is he just gone?
Please let's leave it all behind for a while. Look into my eyes and smile. Please let's leave it all behind for a while. Look into my eyes and smile. Please let's leave it all behind for a while. Look into my eyes and smile. Please let's leave it all behind for a while. Look into my eyes and smile.
Yeah, now you owe me some good pussy. That we call in Chinese bahui.
Nice to finally meet you, neighbor.
Nice to meet you.
I want you to shut the fuck up. I think it's outrageous. I think it's a joke. It's disgusting. Parents need to watch their children, and we as a society need to watch. Bing, bang, boom.
Maybe.
Doc, sorry, man. Doc, have you got cancer, mate? Are you alright or what? We also have another one of our supporters, Radu, who's got cancer and he's fighting at the moment, so that's no good, Doc. Hope you're alright, mate. On and off since 2005. Yeah, hope you're alright, buddy.
I'll survive.
Joyful, you're coming in with a big question there, mate. What's, mate, or young lass, whoever, sorry, mate or matette, what's your favourite Seagal movie of all time? Whew. That's a big question. Do you mean like legit Seagal movie or to have a laugh at Seagal movie? Which one? Because my actual favourite Seagal movie where he was legit, I mean, that's a hard one. It's got to be out of the big four, you know, like, you know, Above the Law was alright, his first one, but it was a bit, you know, still raw. Mark for Death, Out for Justice were good. Under Siege, obviously, is up there. Oh, Doc, mate, that's not good, brother. Not good at all. Hope you're alright, man. If there's anything you need, mate, let me know, yeah? If there's anything that Seagalism can do to help, let us know. The whole point is to help out your fellow humans. There's nothing else going on in this world. The rest of it's all bullshit. Unironic movie? Unironic movie, I would probably go with, I mean, ironic in terms of, you know, him being shit. I'd probably go with, obviously I haven't seen all 65 to 70 Seagal movies that are out there, not including the True Justices. Oh, camera's shaking. Currently, it's hard to say, but legit movie, Under Siege, shitty movie, many of them. I mean, he's only in them for 15-20 minutes, so it's not easy to decide, but yeah. Yeah.
Maybe I'll get lucky. Maybe not.
He who never met a girl he did not try to fuck.
Well, I mean, you know, the environment is a tremendously important subject to me. And I started,
You can say that I've worked with people who were in the CIA and worked for the CIA. I don't ever talk about what I've done, but a couple people have an idea. I'll talk to friends and they'll say, yeah, and then we got ambushed here, and there were this many shots fired, and I did this, and I did that, and I flanked them. They remember every fucking move, you know? I just go on automatic pilot, and I just react to everything that's happening. And afterwards I have a fairly clear recollection, but it's not, you know, very exact.
By the way, that what you just heard then was like a recording of him talking about being in the CIA, like a undercover kind of recording of him being in the CIA, just so you all know. I'll play it again, just in case you all missed it. That was some old footage of the CIA days.
and I started,
You can say that I've worked with people who were in the CIA and worked for the CIA. I don't ever talk about what I've done, but a couple people have an idea. I'll talk to friends and they'll say, yeah, and then we got ambushed here, and there were this many shots fired, and I did this, and I did that, and I flanked them. They remember every move, you know? So I just go on automatic pilot and I just react to everything that's happening. And afterwards I have a fairly clear recollection, but it's not, you know, very exact.
I love how he says there he doesn't remember the details like some people do. He just goes on autopilot. Basically, like, you know, just like Spider-Man's suit, where it's like auto kill, where it just does auto. That's how you know someone's talking shit. They don't remember any details at all. Their instinct, their killer death instinct, just kicks in. That's what he'll have us believe, apparently.
You know, very exact.
By the way, the Superman edit is one of my favorites. Just the sheer fact, the music and what he's doing, it cracks me up.
Hey man, Steven Seagal here, he's a movie star. Or you can wipe that out of your head and think Steven Seagal can save my life.
Because the essence of blues is
Richie!
When I'm sailing away, sunshine bright in the sky, and I'm free when I close my eyes. So
What do we think was actually going through her head, by the way? I don't know do we analyse this poor lady last time? What do we think was going on here? Obviously a lot of drugs. You know, there's this dude on YouTube that I follow who finds like places and people from where they were from like some clip. I wonder if you could find this chick just from whatever he sees here. You know, those kind of smart people that can just find shit. I wonder if you could track her down from, like, I don't know, this paper on the floor or some shit, trees. But yeah, she's a bit of a legend. Alright, now, the next half an hour or so, what we're going to do is we're going to do a new segment called, I don't know what the fuck it's called. It's going to be like a Seagalian book club. Exactly, Kat. She's living her best life. She's having fun. Nuno, I did see Richie. He was at the local fucking drugstore. And he was on his knees doing things he shouldn't have been doing for money. That's what happens when you star in a Seagal movie and your career takes a downward spiral. Though apparently William Forsythe, is that his name? He did shit after that movie, I don't know. Never heard of him before that, but... So those of you who, anyway, may not be familiar, let's get intimate now. Big Daddy Seagal is a man of many talents. He's a musician. He's a martial artist, obviously. He's a clairvoyant. He said that. He's a lot of things. He's many, many things. What he also is a talented author. He wrote a book called The Way of the Shadow Wolves. The Deep State and the Hijacking of America. Now, why this is awesome? For many reasons. One, that is definitely not his body. That is most likely a photoshopped head on that reasonably sveltish looking physique. His fingers are way fatter and sausagier than that, that's for sure. So that cannot be him. It was written by Steven Seagal and Tom Morrissey. And the foreword is by Sheriff Joe Arpaio, who just happens to be the dude that I think he works for in Lawman, where he assaults all those African American people. So, I thought what we'd do is we'd add a nice little segment where we read a section of Seagal's book each week. Just a little segment, you know, just to get to the feel of our master, our omnipotent Lord. Right inside. No, it wasn't ghost written. He did it himself. I got a feeling a lot of this was Seagal. So what we're gonna do is we'll just read a little bit. Let's get a taste of it, guys. All right, let's not judge it too early. Let's get a taste of it together. Okay. Now bear with me. We dedicate this book to the Native Americans who were victims of genocide by the early invaders from Europe. To the tribal police, who combined the old ways and the new to defend our border with intelligence and integrity. To the U.S. Marshals, most of whom represent the ideal of Texas Rangers, the goodness of the nation in one man, one badge, riding alone. And finally, to the average American citizen, awakened and finally, perhaps, ready to confront the deep state and restore our Constitution. Now that is some deep shit right there. I mean, I can't argue with a lot of that. I mean, it's pretty deep already. Now, if just in case you didn't know, this is a work of fiction, and any resemblance to anyone living or dead is purely coincidental. But always remember that the truth comes in many forms. Rad guy, nice to see you, my friend. Do we kneel when you read it? I like that, Jan. Okay, yeah. So the foreword is from our sheriff mate from Jefferson County. He's got a lot to say about this because he's good friends with Seagal, so let's see what he has to say. I strongly identify with this book because in many ways I lived what is portrayed on its pages. During my over 26-year career in DEA, I worked as a young agent in the mountains of Turkey, often on my own, chasing illegal drug merchants as part of the war on drugs, which is a complete waste of fucking time in any country. Many times, although unknown to me, I had to work side by side with individuals who were actually sabotaging my efforts and even putting my life in danger. This was because they were on the payroll of illicit drug underground. Do we even give a shit what this guy's talking about? As the longest serving elective sheriff in Maricopa County, Arizona history, I brought my experience to that organization. I don't care what you have to say about that shit. Here we go. Oh, hold on. The activities of the deep state operatives are a grave danger to our country because they are working against the effort to secure our borders. It is my belief that books, such as this, bring a better understanding through fiction. This will help to bring an awakening which has been smothered by the entrenched leftist mindset that dominates the creative media in this country today. Scotty, no, that's not Kidney Guy. That was the guy last week. I don't know if you saw last week's episodes with the kids with the guns. He came down. He's the top dog. The sheriff is the top dog. You don't really see him on camera much. I know and have worked with Steven Seagal, who is a law enforcement officer, along with being an international movie star. I mean, you could have just said actor. I don't know about movie star. Anyway. He has an unusual understanding of the world in which this story takes place. Okay. During this time with my office, he proved his skills as a fugitive hunter when he arrested one of our top fugitives within 48 hours after beginning the search for him. What a fucking legend. He brought us a new and extremely effective way of getting the job done. Now, how do you figure that was? What did he do? He doesn't expand. He just says he brought us a new and extremely effective way of getting the job done. I imagine that's belt everyone, smash everyone in the face, ask them questions after you've belted them, maybe penetrate some people that are under the age of 21 and over 18, just for fun. I don't know. Anyway, I first met Tom Morrissey when he was a chief deputy U.S. Marshal for the Federal District of Arizona. We came to be close allies and united our agencies as we fought the good fight against the evolving threat of illegal drugs that were moving through Arizona. Both of the blah 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 blah. It is my hope that you have not only enjoyed the storyline of the Way of the Shadow Wolves, but you will also think about the message portrayed here. It is less than a hair's breadth from the frightening truth of what is actually happening today in America. Alright, so this sheriff obviously fancies himself as some kind of hot cock, carrying on like he's got the secret to everything, but you know, he's a big dog. He's a big dog. Alright, Let us read the preface. Okay, this is where it gets interesting. What if the deep state is not, as some strive to suggest, unelected government officials, generally in the secret intelligence community and the military, who run amok outside the rule of law? What if abusive elements of the federal government are very much a part of the deep state, but they should be seen as the best of the servant class, not the masters? What if the deep state begins with one of the world's largest churches and one of the world's most powerful families who control London and Wall Street, as well as the central banks, all privately owned in every country of the world? I mean, I'm not going to argue with any of that shit, really, if we're being honest. Definitely rich people own the private banks and the Federal Reserve is privately owned. I mean, that's not government owned, clearly. It's all owned by rich fucking families. Do I think people influence the governments and shit? Yeah. I mean, I'm not going to argue with Lord Lumpycock at this point. I mean, he's pretty much on point. I don't know, or Tommy Morrissey, whoever's writing this. What if governments fail to nationalize the central banks, leaving the deep state to be controlled by one of the world's largest churches and one of its most powerful families, with their personally appointed agents throughout the world of finance? I assume he's talking about the Vatican. I don't believe necessarily that the Vatican's doing some kind of fucking massive conspiracy shit to rule the world. I think it's just a lot of rich families and corporations that, generally just influence what's going on. I mean, that's pretty much how shit works, right? Rich people pay money to people to make them do shit they want them to do in the government. Nothing new here. What if the greatest crimes against humanity occur at the banking level, where bankers are able to manipulate interest rates and foreign exchange rates, create billions in digital cash without backing, manufacture derivatives that they sell to unwitting investors, and start wars to impact? I mean, this is not as exciting as I thought it was going to be. I'm not going to lie. It's a bit generic for my taste. I mean, this is a preface. So that basically what they're trying to set up... Alright. I mean, I could read all this shit, or I could just give you the general gist of what the fuck they're trying to say. Basically, the mainstream media is bullshit. So here we go here. Political parties, a secret intelligence, So basically what we all know, that this is bullshit. Can't tell me... Hold on. What's going on? Here we go. Okay. So a bit more specific. Now, what we got going on is a bit more specific. And cultural specific, Native American tribes. That's what I want to see. I don't want to see generic conversations about deep state. I mean, let's do a... How do I do a poll here? How do I do a poll? How do you do polls and shit on this? Start a poll. Do you believe that deep state exists? Or do you... How about we do this shit? Bam! I'm doing polls and shit, motherfuckers. Yeah, do it. Answer questions. Boom. Yeah, 100%. I mean, honestly, if anyone clicks no, come on, who the fuck clicked no? How do I see this shit? 14 votes. I mean, I'm getting a lot of no's here. So hold on, just so we understand each other. Okay, good call. All right. That's a fair point. Fair point. No. Okay. Do you believe there are shadow powers controlling shit behind the scenes? All right. Is that better? Is that a better question? I think I've phrased it a bit better now, yeah? All right, that's what I'm talking about. I want to know this. I don't see the poll. All right, so 10% of you. Interesting. How's the votes going up and down? Then down. Doesn't make no sense. How's it go from 37 votes to 36? All right. So 36 out of you voted. 36 to 37 out of you so far. There's 93 people here. Less than half of you have voted. 90% of you have voted yes. 10% of you believe that there isn't shit happening behind the scenes. Interesting. Yeah, I saw a CRISPR video recently from someone. I don't know who it was. I think it may have been the Y-Files, actually. I don't know, how many of you guys watch the Y-Files? That's a really great show. I find that really enjoyable. What's his name? Something in Hecklefish. The main guy. He does a good job. I don't want to be disrespectful and forget his name, but he does a really good job, the main guy. Shit, that's annoying that I can't remember his name. But yeah, the Y-Files is great. So, by the way, this book is a work of fiction. Yeah? It's run the poll again. What am I run the poll again for? AJ, that's right, AJ. That's his name. It's a great show. Actually, look, don't get me wrong. It's very, the way they produce that show is very intelligent. There's a lot of people out there that they're really good at actually producing shows, and the way he lays it out is very smart too. Yeah, I mean, a Hecklefish is all right. I could do without him, but they've got great production value. But it just goes to show, like the more you know, and again, he earned his way to that level. But I don't want my poll. He earned his way to that level. I remember watching that when they had less than 1 million subscribers, and they've gone up ridiculously. Which reminds me, I will be doing a second channel, which I've decided to ditch one of the other ones, and what I'm gonna start doing is a video about some obscure shit you may not know about, like some people and stories that you may not know about. This is separate to Seagal channel. This is just on the other channel, which I'll share at some point. But planning on doing some videos about some stories and tales from history that you may not know about. Weird shit. Like this dude that, you know, went to like a cannibal. He shipwrecked. He ended up on like a cannibal tribe, and then he left and came back and ended up marrying one of the women in the tribe, and then he became the head of that cannibal tribe. That kind of shit. There's some weird, obscure stories. So that's going to be somewhere in there along the way. But anyway, I digress. Back to the book. We're going to start off with chapter 1, Tribal Police. America's Frontline in the Desert. Excuse me. Shall we proceed with the book? Let us. In a darkened Arizona movie theater, a somber male voice provides commentary over the Native American chanting and drumming that plays in the background of a documentary film. For the record, it's about Steven Seagal's life, obviously, and he was the one providing that movie. Who's silly? Me? Talking about me? I'm not based in Australia, mate. I'm Australian, but now I'm in Thailand. Perhaps the greatest morality play in American history is what occurred in the struggle between the Indian tribes and those in the US government, who were hell-bent on civilizing them. Throughout history, the conquering of the land that once belonged to the Native American tribes, which were actually nations in their own right, by those who migrated here from other parts of the world, was a legacy of cruelty and bloodshed. The history begins with the brutal relocation of many of the 250 different tribes throughout this country, manifesting in such tragedies as the infamous Trail of Tears, on to the creation of the Bureau of Indian Affairs, moving to the great contributions of the over 25,000 Native Americans who served with exceptional ability in World War II. I'm going to be honest, this was not written by fucking Steven Seagal. I mean, if I'm being honest, okay, so that mustn't have been the start. What are we doing here? What is this shit? I thought Seagal would have written a more interesting book than this, but this seems like it's written by someone completely different, and they've just slapped his fucking name on it. How much of a role did he really have to play in this? Like, can we picture Seagal writing anything about this? The Arizona desert sky was full of colour as the sun set, and the spirit of the night began to stir. The clouds, a brilliant orange, were hanging on the horizon. There's no way he had anything to do with any of this shit. Like, what is he contributing? What is he actually contributing? He's basically probably come in and said, you know what, the government's got some dodgy shit behind it. People were paid to say bad things about him, as we spoke about earlier, and that's pretty much it for him. I don't understand. I don't understand. I don't understand what. I thought this book. Again, I didn't really read much into it. I knew it was about the deep state and stuff, and it was fiction, but I thought it would be a bit more, I don't know, Seagal influenced. This doesn't feel very Seagal influenced, and that hurts. I thought it would definitely be a bit more Seagal influenced. That's disappointing. Nah. What I might have to do then is I might have to go through and see if there's anything actually worth reading in this book. It's 229 odd pages. I obviously obtained it legally through legal means as well. Death Sign. So yeah. That was disappointing. I thought Seagal's book was going to be a bit better than that. I'd really love to know if he has a journal. If he has a journal, I'd really be interested in actually seeing if he actually has a journal. The $12.98 books. Yeah. You don't need to pay $12, mate. Let's just put it that way. If anyone wants a copy of this that I have obtained, I'm happy to give it to you if you want to read. Ghost Warriors. Yeah, I actually imagine he had absolutely nothing to do with this at all. I don't think he did shit to do with this movie at all, ever. If I'm being honest, there is no way he wrote any part of this. I can share it. How am I going to share it? It's just a PDF. How do I share a PDF with you guys? I mean, I can't really do it on YouTube. I mean, I can do it on Patreon, but that doesn't help you guys. But I can do it on Patreon. Otherwise, if you want it, message me and I'll send it to you. Please place a link in the Discord. To what? To the book? I've got a PDF. Okay, so I don't know if I can upload PDFs to fucking YouTube though. You know, it was definitely ghostwritten. There's no way he did shit to that movie at all. No way. I'd like to read his journal too. I'd definitely like to read his journal. Yeah, big grapes hanging for sure. In the meantime, I am working on a new Bullshito video. In the meantime, I found a new few fake martial artists that should be good for a laugh. That'll be done next week. New Lawman as well. If I can get this one passed and uploaded, hopefully that'll be a winner. And hopefully these two get released as well. But we'll see how we go. Alright, we'll finish up soon, my friends. Any questions in the meantime? That book, that was really disappointing. I thought that book, I should have really had a look at it beforehand. You're going to see the level of commitment that goes into this show. Like I said, it's just really hanging out with you guys. But I really thought that book would have been a bit more interesting, and I'm sad that it's not. I thought Seagal, which has nothing to do with this fucking show at all. A President Under Siege. Damn, this is really just a crock of shit book. I'm trying to release the Lawman videos, but, you know, YouTube sucks balls. For the sake of authenticity, abbreviations are used throughout the book as they would occur in normal conversations. I don't even know what that means. 2017. I don't even know what that means either. Does that mean I can't use it? Can we have one more poll before we go so I can say thank you, poll? Alright, let's do a poll. Everybody loves a good poll. Can I write it in this chat? You can write and ask anything you want in this chat. Seagalism encourages speaking freely. That's not a very good question. So all these polls can just... That's a stupid poll. Alright. I don't know, you can only just write yes or no. Is that all you can do? Ah, what's a Q&A? Say something. Hello. Start. What the hell is start Q&A? This is interesting. I'm just piss fighting around with shit now. How does this work? Questions list. What the hell's going on? What is this shit? Ah, okay, so I could have asked... Oh, okay, this is really fucking weird. Yeah, I don't know. it's not a yes or no question at all. But I don't know how to do this shit. So I'm piss fighting around with the fucking chat, seeing what happens. Hello, start. Dino, you're a funny cunt. For fuck's sake. Wait, what are you expecting? When you think there's some kind of fucking professional outfit here? How come we can only do yes or no? Paul. Strangle. Puss. Okay. Would you rather bang Paul or Sensei Snags? How about that? Is that a better poll question? I don't even know what the fucking Q&A is, so we're gonna end that shit. Someone wanted a poll. Anyway, that's what happens when you spiral out of control. Would you I'd rather. It depends on what mood I'm in, Kelly. Sometimes I'd rather sever a brainstem. Sometimes I'd rather eat a cookie. I mean, honestly, let's be real. It all depends on what mood you're in. I love how the question is, would you rather bang Paul or Sensei Snags? And some people still answer yes or no. Which makes no sense at all. Like, at all. But I love how people answer that shit still. Yeah, I know what Q&A is. Thanks for sharing as well. But I don't know how to make it. I don't know what the point of it is on YouTube. So you're basically doing. What am I doing? I got all sorts of things in my noggin right now. What's that, Cat? You thinking about banging Paul or you thinking about banging Sensei Seagal? I would probably go to a place where I would find some drugs and some birthdays. I have a lovely girlfriend, so I don't need to find some women. Unless they're mutually platonic relationships at this point. Can't do my Messiah. Yeah. Paul's the way to go, Cat. Paul is the way to go. Everyone believe in Paul. So you're basically doing fuck to get to know you. What the hell does that mean? Thanks, Bastian. Thanks for coming, my man. Alright, we're spiraling out of control now. We're going downhill. We'll do a quick little Q&A for like 5 or 7 minutes if anyone wants to say some shit. Or if anyone has a suggestion for anything they want to see before we shut this bad boy down for the night. Tiger moves. Paul, Pierre, Pavels, they're all around. The best Big Daddy jokes. There's plenty of places where there's See you, Bastian. Have a good night, my friend. I'd bang Paul and make Seagal watch. What do you mean make Seagal watch? Seagal would want to watch. You don't have to make him do anything. I'm very disappointed in the book. I actually thought the book was going to be better by Seagal. Like, that's really shitty. I'll have to have a chat to him. What do you reckon the odds are that he'll come on one day? Seagal is the GOAT quarter pounder. He is the GOAT. He's Tiger his moves. The best place to snatch cookies? It's a good question. I would imagine at a Girl Scout meeting would probably be one of the best places. Definitely a Girl Scout meeting. Subway's not a bad place. my first Seagal experience, what inspired me? That's a good question. I actually saw his hair in a photo one day and I thought, what the fuck's going on? I'd seen Mark for Death and all those movies before, but it wasn't until, what did I watch? Which one was it? I think it was not Half-Assed Dead. I think it was maybe, I can't remember what it was. It was one of his later movies, and I thought, this is fascinating. What's going on here? Like, what am I seeing here? And then I was mesmerized when I started delving deeper into the CIA stuff, and yeah, it's been deep. It's been deep. But again, there's no one like him. Say what you will, there is no one like him at all that exists now or in modern history. I was late in the chat. My question about the book is, did he go up the location of the Crystal Cave? Yeah. He didn't, unfortunately. No one knows where the Crystal Cave is. He ended up transferring to becoming a Mojo priest, and the Crystal Cave was dead after that. I'll review the book for you. Don't even bother, mate. Don't even bother. It's not your fault. The book is what it is. I thought the book was going to be more Seagal related. A bit more Seagal inspired, but it has no Seagalness at all to it. Anyway. Alright, my friends. Spent a couple of hours. 17. Yeah, next week I'll have a bit more installed. This week had a few problems with the overlords and some personal problems in Australia, but next week the plan is to have a Bushido video, another Lawman, and another Out of Context. I'm going to try to have 3 videos for next week. Hopefully Joker will be back next week as well. We can talk about a few more upcoming plans as we move forward, but yeah, look, the plan is eventually, like I said, to eventually become an official church of Seagalism. I'm going to call Tom Cruise, challenge him to a duel to see which has the better religion, starting with S. Once I conquer him, I'm not going to challenge him to a running match. Obviously, he'll annihilate me, but I reckon I've got him beat in a fight. Once I kick his ass, we will take their spot as the official, church, starting with S, with an awesome leader. L. Ron Hubbard ain't nothing compared to Seagal. And we'll take this bad boy on the road. We'll start doing a multinational tour around the world. We'll do meetups, and hopefully one day we'll all see each other. But until then, my friends, stay out of trouble, stay awesome, and I'll see you in a few days. Keep an eye out. I'll be releasing the Lawman and the Out of Context video in the next couple of days. In the meantime, thank you all for coming. I appreciate it. To those that contributed tonight with Super Chats, thank you very much. I appreciate it as always. But your time and your energy is more than appreciated, my friends. Thanks for hanging out with me on a Sunday. My standard Sunday. Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there. And have an awesome week, my friends. Love you all. Champions. Oh, I don't know what the hell I'm doing. There we go. Man. See you, legends.